Last season, I had so many amazing people pull up on me. Mark Edmonds, DJ TGIF, Decky Lawson, King Bump, Albany Lou, Bobby Murray, and so many more. This season, I promise you, it's going to be just as interesting, so do the right thing. Pull up a chair at the Bar with Beast, Season 2. Yo, what's good, everybody? We are here at another episode of At the Bar with Beast. Yo, man, I was so flattered to get this inbox.
Right.
My bro inboxed me like, yo, I see what you're doing. I need to come sit at the bar. I got a story to tell. People not just gonna be interested, but people need to know what this journey has been like. And like I said, I was completely flattered. So I'm sitting here on at the Bar with Beast with my boy, Somewhat Anti, and we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about that journey, man. We gonna get right on into it, man. But let's start from the beginning, man. Where are you from originally?
I'm from New York City.
From New York City. Let's talk about it. From Harlem.
Birthplace, Harlem.
Yeah. How you end up here?
My mom just thought it'd be better for us, better environment, better. My brother was getting into things, like that. So just.
How old were y'all when y'all moved up here?
10, bro.
Copy.
Word. Came up here. And that was murder she wrote, back and forth with the city, because all my family is still in the city. So it was just my mom and me and my siblings up here.
Okay.
We had an aunt that lived up here, but she moved to Florida after a while. So just us, bro.
Copy. Yo, so you went to high school up here?
Yeah, I went to high school, junior high school, elementary.
You went to the high?
I went to the high my freshman year. Then I went to LaSalle out in Troy.
Okay, yeah. My godson went to LaSalle.
Went back to the
and
high.
then transferred to the academy.
Yeah.
Okay.
My senior year, I went back to the high. That's an even longer story. Like,
you played ball for them?
Yeah, of course. Of course I had to. My senior year, though, the coach wasn't feeling me too much. Like, we wasn't feeling each other, bro, to be honest. So that just gave me a bad taste. I was just out of it. Like, I was looking back, like, I carried myself, like, humbly, but like I was the man, especially being at LaSalle. You get what I'm saying? There was only like 7 black people in the whole school.
I already know what that
like,
dynamic is like.
So like from since I got there, I was doing my work because I love school, but I just wasn't going for the attention, none of that. So my senior year, from when I got there, he was like, y'all gotta make up all them years for my detention. It was like $100, bro, no bullshit. Like $100 before I even could get on the court. And he said that the first time. I was like an open gym, bro. The season was nowhere near. You know what I'm saying? Like nowhere near.
And he wouldn't let you get on the open gym,
bro. I'm like, yeah, you wild, bro. So we just had like a little argument out the dip. Like the next week, I'm like, Mom, this my senior year of God play. You feel me? Like this coach not gonna. You got me up out of there. Feel me?
What was it like? What was it like at the high playing?
The high was cool, bro. I don't even remember my coach name, bro. That's the crazy shit about it, my nigga. Like, it was just no connection. Now, LaSalle had Sean Brown. That was my guy. Black coach. Like, he's OD dope. Like, a dope individual, dope man. He was honestly, like, Grant as well, but he was the first kind of, like, man that kind of, like, took me under the wing. Like, yo, this is what you can do with your future, with your life. You know what I'm saying? So, basketball camps, all that, like, taking me out, all that, like, it worked.
Yeah, I had Paul Lyons when I had my brief stint playing for Albany High. It didn't last long. I quit during a away game. Schenectady, open the locker room so I can change. Man, we not this. Yeah, we're done here. Yo, you remember when I met you? You don't know when I met you,
bro. It was so. I know it was a little dude. Like,
nah.
No.
Watch, I'm gonna mess you up with this story, right? I'm in the house chilling, minding my business one day. And my cousin called my phone, like, yo, bro, let's go to the park and play ball. Go to the park and play ball? This man random. He's like, yeah, my man that I'm cool with, he was talking about he got these 2 brothers that'll kill us, and I tried to tell him, me and my cousin used to be a nice tandem back in the day. He talked about he got these 2 brothers that'll kill us. Oh, we going to meet them at Hoffman Park and play.
Nah, what was that? I'm listening to you.
We never got to play. Because in the layup line, one of y'all broke y'all finger and y'all had the rest of the hospital.
That was me then. That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. You were supposed to play against me and my cousin.
Okay.
Like, not no tournament? No. It was just a pickup, just regular. We was playing at Hoffman Park. And y'all in the layup line, y'all kind of throwing oops to each other. And I think you went up and dunked it or tried to dunk it and hit your finger. And y'all had to rush up to the hospital.
Facts. That was our first time? Because I remember that. I thought that was all right. I don't even remember. Who your cousin?
He's not even, an introvert. He an introvert.
Hoffman, bro, I know.
He never really played at Hoffman. His man did. His name Messiah. My cousin named Messiah. Dark skin dude. Like he had like we used to play ball back in the days, but we was years removed from that. Gotcha. And me and him hadn't really even played together in years. But that's how he felt. Like pride.
Yeah.
But we still. Yeah, that definitely. I still play. I still. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, that definitely was me.
Facts.
This finger right here. This one.
So then when I end up coming to the flag football games and seeing you playing on hype team, I'm like, yo, that's bro that broke his finger that day. I'm like, damn, he is taller than I thought originally.
Was this like 10?
This was like 8 years ago. This was probably like my first year back in Albany. Cause like I said, I'm from Queens.
Yeah.
I moved up here at 17. Was here till about 21. Left for 15 and came back 8 years ago.
Gotcha. Was you back and forth in that period? Because I feel like I met you before. Bro.
Maybe.
Like when I was in like
you might have ran into
early college, like 2009 or 2010.
Because I came like one year. I came and I'm still with her, and we was driving by and it was the JK going on.
Gotcha.
So we hopped down and I start seeing people that remember me, Hub and all of them out there, and they end up talking me into playing. So I end up playing with Travis and them.
I think that was my first time because I was at every JK, bro, like playing in.
Okay, so you might have.
Yeah, yep. For sure. For me, like, yo, this dude cool. Ain't he nice on the court too? Alright, bro.
Yeah. So you might have. But I remember that.
Did that just come back to you, or you like?
Nah, I'm saying.
Remember that? Alright, say that. Say that. Okay. Because I remember now that you just like, damn, I did like break my. Cause my shit still.
I never forgot that.
Gotcha.
Cause then now I start seeing you, and now I'm going to the Green Tech game, and I'm seeing your brother. Now I'm seeing y'all everywhere, and it's like, oh, those are two brothers. Oh, they are pretty good. They are, you know what I mean? Cause I didn't get to see y'all that day. So. You know what I mean? And as you see, like, I'm all the way connected to the basketball world. Like, my cousin is an introvert. I'm outside. Yeah. You know what I mean? He just don't really trust people, don't like people, so he kind of stay to himself. But I'm outside, so anything basketball, any tournaments, I'm there. Like
front and center, showing love, always.
So I since I've been back, I've been on it. That's how I got into coaching. Jose and Onion. Like, yo, why you don't coach? I'm like, yo, I don't really want to, that's something you really got to dedicate time to. I like my freedom. I don't really want to dedicate time to that. And it's like, you say that, but every time we hear, you hear.
Yeah. You right. Damn. You right.
Damn. I guess I gotta. Yeah, but like I said, then I ran into you playing flag football. Wide out. I'm like, yo, all right, he just an all-around athlete. He do a little bit of everything.
That was, bro, that was like my first time playing in years. Just that year, I don't even know what year, but like, I tried out for my high school team, bro. One of these kids that was on steroids happened to hit me one time, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm good, nigga. Like, I was like, yo, and I love football though. That's the thing, but like, yeah, I'm good with that. Like,
see, I'm the opposite. I was at contact, like the first organized sport I really played was football.
Yeah.
And then talking to this lady that was like in charge of the gym during after school center. She had some older sons who was like 30 and better at the time, but she had some older sons that went to a private school. So she seen just my athleticism and all of that and hearing my conversation. She suggested that. I ended up in private school out in Deerfield, Massachusetts. I went out there and wrestled, played lacrosse.
I played baseball and all that, but football was just like,
baseball boring as hell. Yeah. Now, unless you in the infield, baseball boring.
Boring.
Yeah.
I was a pitcher though.
Oh yeah, now see you in that action.
Yeah, I'm in the action.
But what about days when you're not pitching? Now you just sitting there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here we go, boring again. I had ADD or something. I can't just sit
actually,
around.
Yo, looking at the game on TV is boring, but when you actually there, bro, it's live. Like it's lit.
Some games
totally different.
Some games I've been to games live, and I've been to boring games.
Yeah, facts.
And it really be about the fandom. Like how, like if we had a game with a team and a rivalry where the fans is really energetic and the whole vibe is dope, or are we just at a game and mid-season?
No hits, no anything, no runs.
It's 100-something games in the season. This one don't mean much. We just here. Yeah, I've been at games like that where I left and told the dude I'll be back. He's like, there's no re-entry. Well, open the door when I get back.
That's
Yo, so how did you so like I said, I see you as an athlete, I see you on the team playing flag football, and then next thing I know, I see you with a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you mean? Yeah. I'm paying attention.
I always had a camera, bro.
Talk to me.
Growing up, I grew up in production. Like my dad, he was like the man, like at MTV, VH1 for like 30 years. He just retired a couple years ago because he got hurt, a motorcycle accident.
Okay, so
But I was always on sets, bro. Just watching him, learning, watching him work especially, but just seeing the environment, and that just grew my passion. And we had our issues, me and my pops. My pops my best friend today, by the way.
See that.
Facts. But you know, growing up and living, he's still in the city. My mom's up here type shit, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, just growing up in that, always taking family pictures, you know, family videos. But I always did music, bro. Music was my first love, like my first passion. Like, so I had the home studio in my mom's basement, nigga. Like, I'm one of those, like, having a studio, recording studios. Everybody come to record at my show, my friends. Engineering, they making beats. Getting with the camera, bro. I eventually, it's all an investment.
So what did you do with the music? You just left the music, like it just grew out of it?
No, bro. So
yeah, you ain't gotta skip no parts, man. What you on the set?
Like one time, like I got time,
let's talk
bro.
about
So
it.
you want to talk about it, like so, like being in Albany, bro. It's just like a dark cloud. I felt like was over my life. A lot of people may experience that just being in Albany with less opportunities and not much opportunities, or just a community. I can say I'm an introvert, extrovert, a little bit, somewhat anti. You feel me? I sold all my equipment, bro. Like legit, just to go on a trip with just to go on a trip that I felt like was worth the experience. You get what I'm saying? So coming back from that, and it was a terrible experience. Now I'm just more depressed, bro. You get what I'm saying? So, nigga, I'm chilling with my best friend Quaystar. We started shooting videos, music. I'm shooting her music videos now. Like that's my first music video, Quaystar. Baby, I'm the plug type shit. You feel me? Like, and that was terrible. Hype actually told me he was like, yo,
where they can find that at?
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and Hype actually was my Hype. He was my mentor at the time, like with videos, because that's what I'm like, yo, I really want to get into videos. Bro. I love it. I want to take it more serious. So got started fucking with Hype. He's showing me the ropes and things like that, how I should cut. And it just went from there, bro. Like, I always was passionate and committed. That's the thing, and dedicated to what I was passionate about. Like in my room for summers, bro, just learning how to make beats, recording niggas, like.
No, that's fire.
Did the same thing with film.
That's fire. So you just into the arts in general.
Just into the arts. I'm an artist at heart. Facts. Artist at heart.
No, that's fire.
Artist at heart.
That's fire. So then like I said, I see you running around with the camera. I see you taking pictures. I see couple sporting events you was at.
Yeah.
I think you was at one of the Decky tournaments, one of his community days.
What is Decky tournament for? I don't even remember.
I don't remember the name of it.
That was out on South Pearl. So Decky,
right under the bridge, like
right there,
at the bottom of what's that? Mount Hope.
Mount Hope.
Yep.
SP. So just getting active, bro. So now I'm like, y'all really want to get serious, but what you need is experience. That's what nobody really want to tell you, or just want to put you on game. Like, they just have ideas and don't know how to pursue it. They think they have to be highly educated. And you can teach yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna teach yourself off for YouTube University if you really want to get serious, putting that time in. You get what I'm saying? And just going out there and doing the work. Experience. That's it, bro. That's it. That's it. So Decky was another one of those that just gave me the opportunity and put money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even trying to charge him or something. Just put money.
You just trying to get that experience.
Facts.
Yeah, but so I'm seeing your pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
And they was dope.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. Like I said, I did photography. I dabbled. You know what I mean? So I'm looking. I'm like, oh, bro, dope with it.
Appreciate that.
And then you was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was gone.
Yeah. A lot of I'm glad you just said that, bro. I'm glad you just said that, right? Because it's something I want to get off my chest. Like, me personally, I say I'm a introvert, but like, I like people. I just don't like dealing with that fame shit. Because me personally, I deal with I manage depression, bro. You get what I'm saying? So when fame, like, it could pop off. I dealt with that even in Albany, being so small. Like, it's a popularity contest and a lot of people get hooked on that and live their whole life on that. You get what I'm saying? And mess you up. So we're like, me just having just focus on me, like legit, just focus on me. So social media is not as heavy as me, as heavy as everybody else may seem it. Take it to be. You know what I'm saying? Those are huge and good platform to use to get you where you want to be, but you can do the same thing. I'm old school, bro. I'm ready to network. I'm in the streets. I'm at these events. I'm at these mixers. I'm at these bars. I'm wherever I need to be to get myself a brush shoulders with somebody that's important to put me in a higher position than that where I want to be.
No, I respect that.
So, and post online too on social media. Social media is just a platform, bro. I'm making my own platform. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm old enough to have gone through a few platforms.
I'm just in the middle though, bro. I'm 31, so I was in that age where like I still had a telephone, a typewriter, dial up, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like GPS, you had to pull out a map, schedule it with your thumb, and all that. Very good, bro. Mom had the station wagon, bro. So it's like we trying to get somewhere to the guy, make it happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? So. And now we're in being 30, so I seen the transition from high school technology booming, took a blast from having Mac computers to cell phones, these social medias. Like,
my wife always talk about it. Like, she came down to Brooklyn one time. We had a tournament in Queens in Ajax Park, and she made her way to the tournament using a whole bunch of printouts from MapQuest.
You had to. You had to. My daughter spoil you, bro. Like, man, listen.
They don't even know about the struggle.
They don't even know the struggle.
And could you imagine before that? Like, it was crazy.
I can't.
But the technology definitely changed, and it changed. People say it changed people. I don't think it changed people. I think it exposed what was already existing.
Yeah,
so people that like you were on Facebook like, nah, see, you could tell now niggas is corny. Yeah. Nah, they was corny already.
Then it wasn't just the platform
Facebook just exposing them.
Yeah, it wasn't the platform.
MySpace was exposing them. I'd have been on everything. Urban Chat, Mocha Lounge. It was just about.
It was a whole bunch of
see, so it's funny you said that. When Facebook first came out, it was only for college students.
Yeah.
You had to have an EDU at the end of your email address to even sign up for Facebook.
That's right.
So because Facebook was the college site, Skonex came out as the high school site.
Yeah. that makes sense. Skonex was just high school site.
That was fun. And Facebook was really like, it was really for, Facebook was really for college students to cheat.
Was it?
Yeah, we could talk to each other. You took this class, because we might not be on the same schedule once you start branching out, and we take similar tests.
Yeah, true. You ever seen the what's that movie? It's about Facebook, The Network or some shit like that. It was on Netflix. The Social Network.
It's about how they came, like how they.
Yeah.
But them niggas was cheating in college, like.
Yeah. Niggas still
think about what happens now, like. How hard is it to track plagiarism now if I can get somebody in California to write my paper for me? As opposed to back in the day where you got somebody in the school writing 4 papers and then the teacher see the similarity and now we on your app. No, if I could go on this site and be like, yo, I got this such and such and such paper, I'll pay whatever for somebody to write it for me. I got you.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense though. That way.
We was wilding. Wilding Facebook out in the beginning, man. Yeah, so I looked up and you was gone, man.
So out of here. And it really from Albany, but like I just been off the grid, kind of, sort of. Like, just perfecting my craft, bro. That's it. Mastering my craft, honing it, getting the experience of life. Because it's deeper, bro. I feel like when I started the mental health journey, it started for me, like, 10 years ago. Legit. Coming from the ghetto, especially as a black man. A black family, too. Like, a true black family from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? And just, like, trying to find myself, bro. Like, and never really having I won't say a safe space, but just like a comfortable place where I could express myself. You know what I'm saying? Like just being a rock. Like that's all I know. Just solid, just being a rock and not having
like
artistic.
somewhere along the line, like society gave women all rights to emotions. And
that
feelings.
Part. You get what I'm saying? So we're like,
we had to become so abrasive and suppress so much that it started to eat us up, man.
So my 20s, when I hit 20, bro, because my high schools, I feel like I I was holding it in a lot. Like I was just masking it because I'm playing basketball. I'm about to go to college. Like it's not really like in my family, mental health is not really a big deal. Like it's not. You know what I'm saying?
It's not talked about.
It's not talked about enough. You know
topic.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nobody can help me really express or even manage my emotions or understand my emotions. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of it was like man up. Like boys don't cry. It's a lot of shit that niggas don't cry. Like yo, toughen up, nigga. Like
facts from day one. From the first time you fall as a little boy, stop crying like a little girl. At that moment, you subconsciously start suppressing.
Feel me?
Everything you feel.
Feel me?
Like,
I'm a Capricorn, bro. I'm highly sensitive. Like I'm just, that's another topic, astrology. But just
I'm not a Capricorn, but I'm sensitive as hell.
We all are.
Yeah, like I'm a Sagittarius. I'm sensitive as hell.
We all are.
Most of my aggression comes from sensitivity. Like I'm checking temperatures to see if you was trying to play me, if you was trying to be offensive, if you was trying to test me. Like yo, what you mean by that? Yo, what you trying to say? Yo, what you talking about, fam? Like yo, it's all because I'm sensitive. If I wasn't sensitive, it would have rolled off my shoulder. Like, oh, he ain't talking to me. But because I'm so sensitive, I'm like, yo, what he say? What he say? Who he talking to? Oh yeah, like
that part. It's the truth, bro.
Spider senses is on.
So with knowing that, I went to anger management as a little nigga, like legit. Like I used to get teased, bro, and it's just like I'm trying to fight. Like I ain't nobody picking on me. Nah, I'm trying to be getting it on. Like so,
what was going to anger management like?
It helped.
Like what was that? What did that look like? Like you walk in with
this was in I was like in elementary school, bro. So like it walk in, she telling us trying to get in our emotions. Like
it was a group setting.
Yeah, it was a group. It was like a classroom. It was like a class, bro. Like it was part of school. Like it was just like a class, like outside of school. She'd take us away and just talk to us. Like some. I don't even think she was a teacher, bro.
Because I want to say it may be middle school years. My family tried to have me see a psychiatrist, like a doctor, and by that point, I was already so shut down. But maybe in a group setting where other people might say something, it would have inspired me. But it was some one-on-one, and it really was an hour of what's wrong with you, and me saying I'm good. Yeah. And
that part. Me
them
too.
trying to guess a whole bunch of stuff, and it was none of that. None of the stuff y'all guessing. It. Oh, is it this? Is it this? No, it ain't. You ain't as smart as you think.
Honestly, you mentioned that.
Like, so I'm just
good. Like,
I'm good.
About, like, my journey of like becoming better and going deep inside. Like I was just telling everybody I was good.
Because that's what we gotta.
That's what we gotta do.
Because we grow up feeling like nobody gonna care. If you say you not good and this is wrong with you, who gonna care? Who can help? Who can do something? So I might as well. But what we didn't know was speaking it is a release within itself.
Expressing it.
Crying.
Is a legit.
Crying.
Like crying. Getting it off your chest. Getting it off your shoulders.
I didn't whoop you all. Like I know. For y'all on camera, y'all see us sitting at the bars, cool. It's definitely a fully stocked bar. Don't play with me. I'm him. We gotta do refills. So I'm gonna end up pausing this for a second because we don't promote nothing that don't pay us. So we gonna refill that up in a second. But you see me with the So Albany? Come on, So Albany. Like you know what I mean?
That's P-Now?
Huh? Yeah, P-Now and my boy Justin. Big shout out P-Now. Big shout out the whole Umbrella Records. Big shout out the mayor.
I ran with them for a little second.
Nah, those my guys. Like and yo, you'll be surprised, but you wouldn't because like you said, you've been around me. You see my energy. I'm affiliated with all the little crews and all the cliques and all the record labels and all the affiliations. Like I'm tied in because I'm cool. I'm unbiased. I'm me. I'm raw. Like I'm consistent. But what people don't see, y'all on the camera, y'all don't see the rest of this. You know what I mean? Y'all don't see the pool table over there. Y'all don't see the whole lounge back there with the big screen TV. Y'all don't see it over here in this corner. I got the dart board with the line over here for the dart board. And then I got another little room over here. In this room is my wife Peloton and my boxing double-ended action bag.
You be getting it on?
I got a long set at 12 o'clock every day. Don't do about 3 rounds with the bag. Got the gloves on the floor.
And it's LeBron and Memorabilia. So
yo, a lot of LeBron going on.
I'm a LeBron fanatic, so it's just like...
Yo, fam, you not chill. You did a lot of traveling. You did a lot of traveling.
We both.
You did a lot of traveling. You did a lot of traveling, right?
A little bit, something.
Me and my wife drove to Cleveland to see LeBron for my birthday. I was at the game against Miami and Cleveland the first time LeBron got ejected from a game.
Damn, I don't even know where you're at. I'm trying to see, but damn.
You know,
That's
nah.
That's
Like,
dope.
nah,
I still
I'm a
haven't yet to
LeBron
see him. I
fan.
gotta see him play. This year, facts.
When he was in high school, he came to Queens and played at IS8.
Ooh, jeez.
Yeah,
IS8 did great. I played in that too. That was
I didn't in high school because I was doing the private school thing, wrestling. Like after I went to school in Massachusetts. After that, I went to school in New Jersey for wrestling. Before I ended up getting kicked out of there, then I'm back in Queens. So I figured out. Then I end up here, but I played in IS8 in men's league. Like they still be having men's league and stuff. So I played in IS8 in that facet, but I never got to play in it. Where it's really legendary. It's legendary for high school. Yeah. I never got to experience that. But no. I've been to it a few. Oh man. I probably could go upstairs and I still got some jerseys and shorts from the IS8.
Yo, I'm mad. Like, I got a bunch of shorts, but, like, my jerseys, like, I was giving them away to people, shorties, all that, hoodies, all that. Bro, I'm tight today that I don't got none of that.
Yo, you want to know what, man? We bought this house in December. It wasn't until I moved in here and started, like, trying to put together my man cave that I gave a hell about any of that. Like, when I think about all the people I stood next to that I could have pictures with down here, when I think about all the jerseys and the shorts that I could have had and that I've had from all the tournaments, from early Dykeman and, like, EBC, like, all the stuff I had, like, to know that I could have had all that down here on the wall now if I would have cared then, and I didn't care.
That's all it's about, just caring, man.
But we from New York City.
That's it.
We have this thing, like, no matter how much you a fan, you can't look like a fan.
At all. And I was
it's
so
weird.
I just told you, so my pop's going up at, because it's crazy. Like,
but no. Because like you said, you in these production studios and
you know
stuff,
what I'm saying?
you gotta
These
act like it's
regular humans, bro.
Facts.
Even the people that you see on TV, you think they tie your shoes, put on their pants just like us, bro. So that's what my pops always instilled in my head. Because I remember this one time, who I seen? I think I seen like G-Unit, bro. Like Lloyd Banks or some shit just sliding through the hallways. Bro. I'm like, yo, I need to pitch, I need a fan, I had the flip phone at the time. Like, bro, I'm like, nah, he like, nah, chill, man. Like, he just regular people. You'll get it later, type shit. He pull up or something, just calm me down and just give me that speech, a little spill, like.
But I'm in the middle somewhere now as a grown man. Yeah, they are regular people, but now it's a popular phrase that you see being thrown around, and I like it. It's positive, so I'm okay with it. Is giving people their flowers.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with letting people know, like, yo, what you do is dope. What you do inspire me. Or what you do is fire. I listen to. I'm tuned in. Yo, keep doing what. There's nothing wrong with that. It ain't that I feel like, oh, you above me or you better than me. It's just me giving you props because I like something that you do, regardless of what it is. Yo, if I would have met Bob Ross, Bob Ross, your paintings are magnificent. You know what I mean? Yo.
That's what
Michael
you
Irvin, yo, the way you
give people their flowers.
Yo,
it's the way you go about it, though. Some people literally be thirsty because I seen it. Like, I see it today, living in Hollywood, bro. Like,
some people be thirsty because you can get fame off fame.
That part, and that's where it gets scary and tricky because you can, bro. And
you can get fame off fame. You can get fame from being in the picture with the right person at the right time. You can get fame, because attention equals fame now. It's but it's always been a little weird. You always had like
I never wanted attention, bro.
You ever thought about women in the crowd throwing their panties? Like, you really throwing your panties at somebody? Like, what are we doing right now? Like, what are we doing right now? I get it, the show nice, but what are we really doing? So fandom,
numbers on them and all.
There's a reason dumb is at the end of fandom.
True. Can't get with that, right?
So some people do go too far. Some people are fanatics, and some people are just fans. Like, as many times as much as I enjoy LeBron's basketball game, as many times as I've seen him, I've been in his presence. I've never been like, oh, I gotta get LeBron autograph. Yo, LeBron, I gotta say, yo, LeBron, hey, say something to me. I never.
But I'm sure if you had that conversation, like, yo, bro, you the greatest ever, bro. Like, I've been a fan. Like,
yes, if I happen to, I probably, and it's the weird thing because I'm almost an introvert as well. And the reason they made me go to counseling is because I wasn't really talking. I was keeping everything to myself. I bet you wish they would have left me alone because now I got diarrhea of the mouth and I won't shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I probably still, like, I'm that guy that, you want to know why I started talking?
Why you started talking?
Let's scare people when I didn't.
You did?
When I didn't talk, when I just come in the room and chill and don't say nothing and find a spot and I just kick in, don't say nothing to nobody and chill, it scares people. it intimidates people. People start worrying. Yo, what's wrong? Yo, your man all right? Yo, he good? What's good with him?
Yeah.
So I
It's
started
funny
talking
you
to
just
break
said
the
that.
ice.
I just reflected
I started
on
talking
that.
to break the ice so people wouldn't feel intimidated by my size, by my presence, by who I am. Like,
Yeah. It's funny you said that. Seriously, because I being in LA, bro, I just became more introverted and just networking, bro. Like here, it's not. It's one thing about LA. Like you're gonna find a lot of communities, bro.
Hold on. I don't want to cut you off, but I don't want to fast forward too much. Like I said, you left here. When you left here, where'd you go?
I done moved around. Like my first time.
Because I want to know how'd you end up in Cali?
Right.
Like if you could draw a line from the furthest place from New York, it's Cali.
Yeah.
Like in this country.
Yeah.
How'd you end up in Cali? Why Cali?
Cliche, I always wanted to live in California, bro. From the black movies we seen, from the TV shows, you get what I'm saying? So it was just like calling me.
I got a homeboy that's he actually, I've seen him progress. Like when I met him, we met because we was modeling.
Yeah.
Doing runway modeling. He started doing music production and he was rapping, and then he started doing movie production. So he got some movies and short films and stuff out there. But he went to Cali and when he came back, he said, "Yo, Cali is dope. Like if you like out here, dudes just say like, yo, I want a house on the side of the hill. Out there, dudes go get a house on the side of the hill. Yo, that's what he said to me. Like he said like
side of the hill, and that's just what it is.
Yo, that's what he said to me.
Just what it is. So like, how from the so always wanted to live in California. It was just like calling me, and basketball gave me that freedom to and that ticket to travel, bro. Like exposed me to a lot. Like just traveling, AAU high school, we going to this state, we going to this state. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta get to California, bro. I told you I always did music. I done lived in Florida, stayed in Atlanta for some time. Then back up here, moved to the city, get places. Then I'm like, yo, none of this shit is work. I'm doing music, producing, and really like. Artists is like the cheapest of like the cheap, bro. Like niggas ain't trying to invest in themselves. Like mostly, especially staying up here is gonna really bother you, affect you most. Especially if you're not active on social media. You not really. It's no.
You're not famous. You're not already popular.
Already popular, but it's not even. I never had a problem with that. But it's like opportunity. I'm gonna say that word again, but the opportunity is here. Like it's no people, nobody doing their own shows. There's not much.
They trying now. It's happening. You got a couple people putting on shows. 80 doing the
80 doing that. I'm seeing shout out to 80. 80 my guy.
Albany Fest, I believe is the name of it. That's coming up. 518 Fest or something like that.
I'm seeing this now.
So it's happening.
I'm seeing this now.
But you're right.
Seeing this now.
The reason I started this podcast is because, like I said, I left here for 15 years and came back and seen people who I feel were talented, creative, and active still in the same place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no way y'all in the same place if people knew what y'all was doing.
Yeah.
People must not know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to create a platform where I can let people know because people are watching me and I'm not doing nothing. What y'all watching me for?
You are doing something.
No, but at that time, At that time, I'm not doing nothing. I'm chilling. I'm past the active part of my life. I'm not doing the photography no more, so you ain't gonna see the little half naked chicks on my page.
Yeah.
That's over.
Yeah.
I'm chilling with my lady. That's my best post. My post that get the most likes and reactions is me somewhere chilling with my lady. But I see people watching. So, you know what? I'm going to give y'all something to watch. Watch this talented 518. Watch this active 518. Watch the creative 518 because there's a lot of things going on here. I had a young lady pull me to the side the other day and was like, yo, I didn't know that such and such was even doing all that. I didn't even know. I watched the interview and he's doing that. I didn't even know he was doing all that. I knew he was doing this. I didn't even know he was doing all that.
And it's weird because, like, it's just even since I was up here, like, it's always a select few that's doing something, but I feel like in Albany, it's like a popularity game. If you're not popular, nobody really gonna fuck with you, support you.
That's why I said the
popularity, and it's really an effect being in a small city. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't branch out. It's not much other communities or even places you can throw shows that's giving you shows that won't end up in violence or some shit like that. Shout out to 80 and Orland because they are doing. I be seeing it, like seeing it on social media.
You would see the spot that I went to, the Powerful Treats Presents Music Make Me High tour with Mr. Cheeks and his son and a bunch of other
PPM oil.
Yo, if you would have seen that spot, you won't believe it. And I mean, the vibe was dope. It worked out for what they was doing. They had the little front room, and they got food and all that. They got upstairs where they got the artist hat where only the artists and VIP could go. And then they got another little, where from the outside, it's a little corner spot and a garage. But inside, you go into that garage through there, they got a stage, they got a little booth for the DJ, they got a seat in there around the side, the back. Cold. What?
This is in Albany? Like,
huh?
Yeah.
Nah, this. Yeah. So even when I first pulled up, I'm like, yeah, we got game. Mr. Cheeks ain't coming here. They just saying anything. Oh, okay.
Mr. Cheeks be up here. He be in the mix.
Be up here and be in that?
Yeah.
From the outside. Like I said, once you go inside, you see the ambiance. But I know that from doing photography. When I was in Queens, I had a crib where the chick that used to live on the first floor tried to set a fire. So some of the windows on the first floor is blasted out, and there's wood on the windows. Me and my man live upstairs on the second floor. But I went downstairs and turned every room into a different look for my photography thing. So I got models pulling up. They hit me like, oh, I think I'm here, but it's like an abandoned house. Yeah. Wood on the window. And no. You and I be there in a second. Open the door. They come in. I got the little cool music playing. I got violet color backdrops. I got some jasmine burning in the oil burner.
Guys set
you know what I mean?
That different visuals.
So I got it. When I walked in, I'm like, oh no, son, they got selling food in the front room. They got all kind of different edibles and stuff you can purchase, and then you go into the other little room where they performing at. I'm like, oh, this is
active, though. You got in. That's one thing I see, like. Cause it's crazy, bro. People just talk about it, but what you just said, it's people that say they want a house on the hill, and then there's people that go and get the house on the hill. People just active, bro, and they're consistent at it. Like, yo, I'm gonna wake up today. It's a whole different mellow vibe, like just an experience being in LA. But you actually be around people that like they say they're gonna act, they're gonna be in everything they trying to act, whether it's low to mid. Then it's not. Your network is your net worth. Like sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Say that one more time for the people.
Sometimes
man.
it's not.
Now the first part, your net worth is your net worth. You heard him? Yeah.
And for me, bro, that has opened my doors, opened my eyes to so many things, bro. Even me just getting back into basketball, bro. Like one story, like I ain't played basketball for years, bro. I just like.
When last time you played?
I play ball now. I'm active now. I've been active for like a year now.
Yeah.
But like before that, bro. I ain't touched a ball in years, bro. Maybe like shooting my mom's backyard or some shit like that, but I ain't touched a ball court or whatever like that. So I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna get back into in LA. The pandemic coming around. Before the pandemic, I'm like, I'm gonna get back in hooping. Met one of my friends there. Like I live in Hollywood, so it's like the gym.
I got what part of California?
I live in Hollywood.
People don't understand how big California is.
California is
huge.
California is huge.
Only Texas might be bigger than California. California is really big, so I absolutely had in my questions like, what part of California are you in? But you right there, and
the heart of Hollywood.
I've seen you take pictures in Hollywood, but people visit Hollywood. I'm not thinking you in Hollywood, my boy.
The heart of Hollywood, facts. It's a struggle. But if I can do it, anybody can do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, because it's all about what you want and just actively pursuing that every day, one day at a time. That's how I take life. You get what I'm saying? Just one day at a time. I have my vision board, have my goals, my plan, and what I'm trying to execute, things I'm trying to achieve throughout the year, each quarter, and I just attack them shits every day, bro. Every day. But mind you, getting back into basketball, playing at LA Fitness. You know, it's directors, producers, they're actors from all the TV shows niggas pulled up in months. Like you just said, we from the city, so it's just like whoever pulled through that door is just a regular, get on the court, we trying to ball, nigga, we dogs. So one of my mans from Chicago here, producer, heavy in the game, bro, like, and just started fucking with him. He's like, y'all know I can fuck with you by how we play basketball. And that's how you know just real niggas, you get them, just that camaraderie you build or just playing basketball, bro. That's why I love basketball so much.
We rapping basketball.
Huh?
We
rap and
basketball.
That's a thing
have allowed me to travel this whole East Coast I went from Queens, New York to Deerfield, Massachusetts to Blairstown, New Jersey to Albany, New York to Philadelphia to Atlanta. That because we rap and basketball are universal. Like any rap cipher that you see, if you jump in it and you can rap a little bit, yo, what's up? Where you from? Okay, You walk by smoking some good. Yo, what's that, bro?
Yeah.
You can play ball and you ain't no bullshit. You a dog. You like
But basketball has got me to like 30 states. I've been to 41 states in 7 countries, but basketball has got me to like 30.
That's fire.
Like, rap has probably got me to like some of the same, but like 8
than
just traveling by myself type shit.
Yeah, like, but what I'm saying is like once you there, it's
a camaraderie.
It's a camaraderie. That's why I said them things. Them
like,
things is like you really can like ingratiate yourself in another city, in another place, with any one of those things. That's why.
And how we feel about basketball is what I mean by like LA just being. Of course, I tell people this because I'm a city kid and that's gonna always be my home. But LA is my second home because it's just like the city, the land of opportunity. Opportunity if you make it, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people can live in the city and still do nothing, have nothing, not make it, and get etc. etc. But we're like, there's so much places if you expressing yourself and putting yourself out there, there's somebody you're gonna connect with, bro. In any community, whether it's music, rap, music, weed, basketball, filming, acting, modeling, the LBG community. It's just so much different things, bro, that you can just place yourself and thrive.
Yo, it's funny you said that. As a photographer, my very first project I ever did, I did African American lesbian calendar.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I seen lesbian calendars out, but it was all, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yo, why ain't no, with all the African American and like Latino women that I see that is lesbian and repping the flag and all that, how come they not in no calendars and none of that? So that was my first project. Like, I might have been doing photography for 2 months and I did the calendar.
But I didn't even honestly.
And the calendar was trash, but I did it.
Man, it was
I said I was gonna do it. I did it, and
that's what matters. Somebody told me the best thing that a person, whether it was trash or not, is finished. Because you were ahead of the person that didn't even try to start. You know what I'm saying? So it could be, but somebody out there like that shit. It's a market for anything. Facts. Somebody like that shit. So I'm sure you got mad likes, mad whatever. Like, you know what I'm
saying? But even that was kind of AOL days, MySpace days. It was, like I said, it was alright. Like I was actually on other sites. Like there was a what's this? I can't think of the name of this site. Downlink. No, you shouldn't know. Yeah, because it wasn't for us.
Got you. You funny as hell.
But I was so bold that I had flyers for auditions for my shoot for the calendar. And me and the young lady I was messing with at the time, we went out to Pride Parade, and any halfway decent looking chicks, we handing out the flyers. And I got a decent little turnout of people coming to do test shoots for the joint. Decided who, you know what I mean?
Active.
Made it happen.
Active. And that's another just making it happen. So we're like in LA, things that I told you, I started wanting to get into film and videos here, video and film, and just putting that casting out, like, yo, because there's somebody out there that want to be a part of something, a project that's dope. And a lot of times we all just figuring it out, bro. One thing I learned, no matter what level you on, the bottom or the top, these niggas just figuring it out, how they can execute an idea to the best of the best of anybody.
You're right. And you'd be surprised how many people are learning on the fly.
On the fly.
You think like they set your expert at such and such and such? No. Nah, like they
don't. But when they do reach a certain level or a certain plateau, like they do educate themselves and put the work in to get better or maintain. That's a lot of things. You gotta maintain that. People want to be overnight successful by what you gonna do when you get there. A lot of people don't even hate getting up and going to work out. Like you just pulling that work, and I'll be studying, man. Like these millionaires, all these, man, they work out. They got a routine. That's been a routine.
Yo, Bernard Hopkins. Like I was listening to him, and like he don't go into, most boxers have like an off season, and then when they got a fight scheduled, now they go into their regimen. Yeah. He's never off season.
I'm sure LeBron is like that. Yo, LeBron is like Tom Brady, all these people just for sports, because we love sports so much. I analyze that shit like, yo, LeBron probably spent all his year, probably take a couple weeks off, but he in the gym, he working out every day. Like, and that's what it just, like,
Facts.
People can talk about it, bro. Where I seen like, cause I committed my life to this shit. Like legit, every day I wake up and do the same thing. I'm trying to get better or grow. Like I have a list of goals that I'm trying to achieve, bro. With 5, 10, 20 years, bro. And like it really just every day commit. Of course, have time for the family.
Yeah.
Other things, relationships and shit like that. But now you gotta really put the most time into where you trying to see yourself. Cause you're already if you're taking this step, waking up each day and taking photos, you're already a photographer. You may not be the best photographer or work, but you're already a photographer. Want to shoot music videos, you're already a director, telling stories. Now it's just getting better than experience.
I remember I reached out to a more accomplished photographer than myself about an issue I was having with another photographer. And him just saying like, nah, like I consider you a real photographer because I see your improvement from where you started to where you are now. Like you're putting in some work, you're all paying attention. Like your angles have changed, your lighting has gotten better. Like, and him just saying that, like, nah, that was dope. You know what I mean? Well, you're right. Like I was learning on the fly. I was teaching myself, and it wasn't a lot of people that was willing to help me.
Yeah, that part.
You know what I mean? Like they wish you well, but yeah.
I can't even force them because a lot of people don't even are scared of their own dreams, bro. To even try them or at least my surroundings, my environment.
You say scared? A lot of people don't even know.
Don't even
their
know.
own dreams. They don't even know what their superpower is.
Yeah, that part. That's what I'm glad you said that. I was just telling my daughter. I'm really glad because I flew out her to surprise my daughter for her birthday, and I was just telling her having that like, yo, you 11, and what I can do now because she's so smart, bro. Like so smart. It's just like. Help you tap into that superpower because I see how she's just like me. Like she's a split image, like her emotions, the way she carries herself, everything just like me when I was a kid. So it's just like, all right, now I see like you can express yourself when you're not with me like perfectly. When you with me, you like kind of reserved, you chill back, you try and watch it, and that's a perfectly good thing. But like, we will continue to tap into that power. Because I feel like I've tapped into my power just over these years, bro. Like there's nothing that. And again, being like just hard on myself from the world, my nigga. Like I'm just thinking I have to be perfect, dealing with like perfectionism.
Yeah,
that's heavy. Like
because you start taking options off your own table because you're scared to fail.
Facts.
You fear you can't be perfect at them, and you think you have to be when you don't. All you just got to do is add whatever you got to it.
And it's of value.
Yep. It took me a long time to start a podcast.
Especially the more you know. Right. The more your value grows, you just have to finish. Whatever you say, you just have to finish, bro. And continue to be consistent at it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something that you love to do.
Got you. So you leave here, you know what I mean? You make your way around, but you end up in Cali. How do you end up shooting Uncle Snoop? Yeah, let's talk about it.
So like, I did sound for that project. It was a short film, right? Gotcha. So we're like, networking, bro. You get what I'm saying? So when I moved to Cali, I hit the ground running. I didn't know having no job. I was doing fucking, Postmates. Bro, it's wild because I didn't even they wouldn't even allow me on the app for some reason. So I'm doing that shit under my girl name at the time. I'm showing up to people door. People like, yo, you're not blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but here go your food. Peace. Like, and dipping out. You get what I'm saying? Or I told them she in the car or some shit. Bro, doing PA work, background. I told you, growing up doing music, sound helped me a lot just get at least close to the door because now I'm doing sound operating, boom operators, sound recorders, all this sort of shit. I got the equipment.
What some people don't pay no attention to? It's like when you watch a movie and it go off and all them credits keep gripping.
They there for a reason. Like, they there for a reason.
And without them, it get rough. I can't even watch certain web series because to me it's disrespect to what it really takes to go into the craft of creating even a short or a film. Like it was disrespectful in the beginning. Like the sound system was crazy. It's bouncing off the wall. Like you could hear you in an empty room. Wasn't no boom mic. The lighting was trash. The shadows was horrible. Like and y'all think y'all could just go get a camera, point and shoot and come up with something. No, it takes a lot. Like a lot goes into making these films look seamless, making these films look realistic, and they was disrespectful to me. I couldn't even, to this day, I won't watch a web series.
The only people who have a problem with that is the people that just do it to chase a bag. I have no problem with people that's really passionate about it and doing and making something they have happen with what they got. Because a lot of times, that's why I got stuff in professional.
Because like you just said, you could go to YouTube. We not in the age where the information ain't out there.
Right.
You can get the information.
But just starting it though. You know what I'm saying? Starting it and finishing it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
No,
it's a market for anybody. Somebody's gonna watch it.
Absolutely.
And it don't even have to be your taste.
You're 100%.
That's it. It don't even
I
have
just
to
told
be your
somebody
taste.
you can wake up every day and go live digging in your nose, and you will build up an audience for it. And I told somebody that, and I swear to God, I just seen somebody do a promo for something they got coming up, and I think he started it digging in his nose. I'm not sure, but I think he started it digging in his nose.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't know if it came from me saying that, but.
So in LA, hit the ground running.
Doing sound.
Working with Uncle Snoop. So I did just networking, building relationships with people. That's what networking. You gotta build relationships. And just manage those. Like legit, when I say manage those, like if you get somebody, a lot of times when people get their number, people be faking the funk, like, yo, hit me up, I'm trying to work, I got this, that, and the third. And never hear from that person again. Is when you see them in person, it's fake conversations. Now when you're networking and you meet people and it's actually off the first rip, that network, like that connection, if there's like a good conversation, you actually exchange numbers, social media, follow up. That's it. Follow up. Continue to follow up, especially on social media, if that's what you have, or the number, like, yo, hey, I still do passion projects, bro, because I love this shit. I do this shit in my sleep. So a lot of people get too bougie, be like, nah, I ain't doing nothing for free. That's what, working on a passion project. Actually, the producer played in Snoop Dogg football league. Like, he's he close to Snoop Dogg, to best friends with Snoop Dogg's son, and this and the third, one of my friends now. He was like, yo, I got this project, got the story. I'm trying to tell my story from when I was playing football, when I was under Snoop, etc., etc. I'm like, all right, well, I do sound, this, that, and the third. He's like, word? All right, I'm going to keep you in mind. A couple weeks later, he was like, yo, I'm trying to book you for this. Got it already. Story was already wrote. So now just putting the pieces together, that just ended up just like that. Just like that. Facts. And that's how all my resume has been built, bro.
This is off organic relationships.
Organic relationships. Like, legit. That's what I'm saying. The social media is cool, but if you really out here
being social, really being
out here, I won't even say counts more, bro. I just know it can count for something. Because it mattered. It counted for me.
Because it's funny, like with you going with your name somewhat anti. It's funny that you talk about social media because it's really anti-social media. Like, social media actually takes us further away from each other and just makes us feel like we're closer to each other. You know what I mean? It actually took away some of the human contact. It actually taken away from social skills. The same way, like, right now, how many active currently phone numbers do you remember off the top of your head?
Like 3. My dad had the same since I was a
little. But back in the day, we used to know. Alright.
I'm with
but the smartphone actually made us dumber.
Yeah, dumber. Yeah.
You know?
No, seriously, because I had this conversation, like, no, seriously, I only can remember a few. Even I made a song for, like, trying to remember people's numbers because it's just so hard. It became harder.
It got crazy.
It became harder.
And then you remember, for me, there was a time where even if I couldn't remember it to say it, once you get me in front of the keypad, I could dial it in because muscle memory take over. That's gone because we so used to going to somebody's name and clicking their name, we ain't even punching the numbers in no more.
I might have to try that. Seriously, bro, because it has made us dumber.
No, smart technology as a whole has made us dumber. It's dumbed the human down. Like, there shouldn't be nothing. Like, you can't have your phone in your pocket and not know the answer to a question.
True.
Because all it takes is going on your phone and punching it in.
Google. That's how I understand the age where, especially coming back here, bro, like, even just being here, because Google been around before I even left, right? So we're like, people want to do something, have a question, just Google that shit. If they I really don't like the answer, I don't know. Because if you don't know an answer or have an answer to your thoughts, your ideas, you can easily just Google that shit. You don't have to go to school. People like, I ain't go to school, I ain't do this, nobody told me, man. You gotta teach yourself, bro.
There's absolutely less excuses.
Less excuses.
There's less excuses. You can't say, well, I didn't know. You didn't try to know.
Yeah.
And I just had that conversation about relationships. Like, so many relationships go wrong, and the young lady was like, well, people always say pick a better man, tell women to pick a better man, but men are really good at acting and fronting and pretending they're something else. Yeah, well, you knew that. So that means you probably should have took longer before you let them see your hoo-ha, before you decided this is the one. You probably should have took more time. Everybody want to microwave stuff and don't. So if you say you didn't know he was that type of person, because you didn't try to know. Because if you'd have took some time, like even if you put up an act, it only lasts so long.
So moving in with somebody, it definitely showed their true colors.
That changed everything.
Everything.
So my suggestion to females is like, no, have sex with them immediately, right? Not immediately, but immediately.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to invest and put energy and start feeling for a person and they can't get you where you need to get sexually. Because most of the time, if a person can't get you there, they don't really have the ability to. Some things aren't teachable. You know what I'm saying? So see if they either have the potential to get you where you need to get sexually before you start investing in them. Then stop.
I never heard that from a guy.
Never have sex with them again.
No, like this as off rip, like not even off rip, but that time, because I'm kind of the same way. Like I don't really. You need to see shit early. I'm transparent off rip. Like, show you this is what I go through. This is what I do. This is what I have. This is what I'm saying. My life got completely better.
Because you get other people away from you. Like it almost became a defense mechanism. Like, yo, this is who I am. If you can't take it, move now. It ain't gonna change.
Now, over it.
I'm Beast. I'm nice to Beast. What you want to do?
Yeah. Facts. Over it though, you got to.
You have to. So I've been in situations where, oh, you romancing and y'all cool and y'all holding hands and y'all walking around and you ain't never touched that thing and you touch the thing, you be like, yo, this chick don't got no rhythm. She say no to all the positions except two. She not open the chain. Like, you know what?
God damn.
Yeah, we're done here.
Yeah, got to.
But you could have found that out before you did all that investing. Yeah. Before you sat there and put all them nickels in the machine. Yeah. And both of you.
Personally, bro, it's all experience. I really live for experiences, bro, because it all adds to my cup of what I can learn or what I can do better, what I can get better at, what I can add value to my life. You get what I'm saying?
No, I agree 100%.
It took me a minute to start holding hands with women. Like, nah, I love you. Come here, shorty. Like,
I still don't.
Huh? You still don't?
No.
But
no, like my wife. Well, my reason and my excuse is because my forehead, my nose, my hands, and my feet sweat profusely, almost no matter the weather or temperature. So most of the time my hands is wet and clean. Like before I shake dude's hands, I normally try to wipe them off. You know what I mean? Even if I do it on the low, I try to, because I don't want you to think I got some nasty shit on my hand. I just know my hands be wet. So my hands sweat too much to be holding hands.
I'm sure your wife love that shit, bro. I know she loves that. She's your wife. That's why I had to get out of my head and just getting comfortable and being vulnerable. Like if I can't hide myself, bro. If I'm going to fully express myself, then whoever sees me gonna have to see me, my nigga. I'm bald, bro. It took me a minute to show my body, bro. I just was uncomfortable with it, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? So we're like, there's power in that, my nigga. Like, especially the ones, because I don't have many close to me, so the ones close to me gonna see who I am and know me from them. So if I hold my lady hand and my shit sweaty, alright, baby, I can wipe it, but you get what I'm saying? Because they love that shit. I'm affectionate. Just even tapping into affection, bro. Like,
I mean, like, sweat to start dripping out of my head. Nah, I just tell her grab my elbow. Grab the elbow.
Yeah, that's
grab the elbow. I mostly feel powerful, like, you know, we be places, like, we went to the Versus, the Locks versus Dipset. We go to crowded places. So I like to get behind me, hold my shirt, and I'm going to lead blocking. Yeah. You know what I mean? As long as she holding my shirt, I know she behind me, and I'm moving through the... Like,
good. Like, that's it. You good.
But, yeah.
Facts.
Why the name?
Ooh, Charlie. Yeah, that started up here, bro. Like,
don't think I just made that up.
Nah, I see you. Why the name, bro? Like, bro, I done had so much names, bro. Like, Daddy-O is my family name, my nickname since I was a birth. So people calling me that. D-O, D-Smooth, D-Smooth the Ghost, Smooth. Like, bro, it was just a lot. But, somewhat anti stuck with me, bro. Because then when I really start putting the pieces together, like, I'm somewhat against...
Talk to me.
Anti is a prefix for against. Like, I'm against this whole system that I've been placed in myself. Because I believe we live in a matrix, my nigga. Like, that's kind of deep down the rabbit hole. But, like, just to start there, my nigga, like, I'm against all this. I know wherever my mind, I put my mind to, I can achieve. Where I set my standards, that's where they are. And people have to meet them shits, bro. So it's just like, I create my own life, my nigga. Like, no one can place me in a box. No one can can pinpoint me to just one thing, my nigga. I'm an artist, so just like I'm saying, growing up doing music and taking pictures, nah, nigga, you need to just rap, my nigga. Like, nah, nigga, I really love
But
to
you see,
take
that's
pictures.
why I said, like, you were just into the arts because I heard so many different things. Like,
And
even with my interviews, I be careful to not call. Young lady asked me the other day, like, yo, it was one of the interviews. I wasn't really sure what he did because you didn't say rapper or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't say singer or anything. No, I called him a music artist because he raps, he sings, he produces, he manages.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't just call him a rapper
Yeah.
because I know when people see rapper, they all automatically draw a box that they put people in, and they won't let you out of a. Like, if you think about it, it's been a handful of people that we can name that was able to kick their way out of the rapper box.
Yeah. I just had that conversation because Ludacris is one of my favorites.
Ludacris is dope.
Dope.
Queen Latifah kicked her way out. LL Cool J kicked his way out. Ice-T player pimped his way in and out. Let's be clear. Like,
and still on his pimping shit. Like, I just heard a story about from Neo and Drake nigga let him smack his wife's ass. I'm like, that's some pimping shit.
You understand? He pimped his way in and out. But nah, like, it's really hard to kick your way out the rapper box, out of any box. Even you see athletes that's multi-talented. Victor Oladipo is a dope singer. He got a couple tracks that I really mess with. But how dare you? You're a basketball player. Don't do nothing else. Stay in there. What are you doing? No, we're not accepting that. No. We don't want to hear Allen Iverson rapping. Kobe, we don't care if you can rap in French. Shaq, we don't care you went platinum because Biggie wrote for you. We don't want to hear that. Go dunk the basketball. Shut up. Like, so it's so hard to get out of these boxes. So I'm all the way with you on that.
Especially here though, bro. That's what I don't even know what it's Albany, bro. Like, and I hate to say that. Like, I really hate that because I genuinely know some cool people. I grew up here, so it's just like, yo, Albany can be a better place. Like, Albany can do better things. Albany can get seen much more than what it is. Like, cause again, it's not even. I won't even say it's communities here. It's just pieces. It's just people that's doing this, doing that, and they're here. Where if it was a collective, like, each person can really grow together. Issa Rae said, people try to get to the top and reach these people at the top. All you have to do is network across, bro. Like, legit. Like, so that's what another thing I've been doing, my nigga. And you'll be crazy who they're connected to, that person's connected to, and magical things can happen.
Nah, I agree.
Like, magical things.
I agree.
But Somewhat Anti just came from that, bro. Just being to myself and trying to be in the mix, but not being in the mix and just playing, figuring this shit out.
Like, it made sense to me because I'm somewhat anti.
Somewhat anti, man. Like legit.
How long you been in California though?
January makes 4 years. I moved out there January 9th, 2019.
So I got a tough question for you next. January 26, 2020, things got dark for the entire country, sports world. We lost Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I know what it was like here in New York losing Kobe Bryant, like where it started with a disbelief, started with thinking it was trolling or something, and then it got real fast, and then it's like, damn, but he was doing so much and supporting his daughter, and then you find out she was on the it got real dark real fast in New York. What was that like in Cali, like to be in Cali and that happened?
Bro, instantly, like, cause I can remember where I was. Like, I was in the supermarket, niggas just started crying, bro, like, legit, like, started crying. Like, a lot of people, we just see people crying, bro, like, damn, what's going on? Then I get the alert, like, Kobe Bryant just died in a helicopter accident, so, like, it really hit. Like, well, I'm a Kobe fan, but I'm a LeBron fan more. Like, you gotta respect Kobe, you get what I'm saying? You gotta respect Kobe. Like.
And I actually really, it's funny, right? I really liked retired Kobe.
Yeah.
I really started to dig that guy and the things he was doing and reaching back to younger players and hitting IT and telling them look at certain times in the game. Like that like mentor, tutor, big brother, Uncle
Get
Cole.
into movies, bro. He got
I really
Oscar.
started liking that Cole. Like we said, support his daughter and their whole movement with the like. I really started liking that Kobe. I didn't like introvert Kobe. I didn't like
Mamba.
depressed Kobe.
Mamba
Remember,
Kobe.
let's be clear. Like Kobe started depressed. Kobe ain't started. Kobe barely got minutes when he first got to the A.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Kobe was too young to go out and party with everybody when he first got to the A. So he had to almost crawl into a hole and be to himself and go to putting more time in the gym. I can't go to the club. I can't go party with dudes. I might as well go to the gym. You feel what I'm saying? But he wasn't, for me, a likable person. As much as you had to respect his game, I didn't like him as a person. He told on Shaq. And like, you know what I mean? Certain things he was doing that didn't make him likable. But you had to respect his game.
He didn't care to be likable.
He
That's
didn't.
another thing.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like,
that whole experience in the beginning pushed him into a kind of hole of where he became self-absorbed and just was focused on being the best Kobe he could be. And that worked out for him.
That's something I learned from Kobe. Like, just not caring about being likable, bro. Because at the same time, you go to LA, nigga, you're now you're gonna see LeBron shit, LeBron this, nigga. No, this is probably it's Kobe murals, niggas. Just a whole people that love Kobe.
Remember when they first put the LeBron mural out there? They vandalized
it. That was kind of nigga brought you a ring, but
Nope, I remember they vandalized the little mural out there.
But yeah, the streets was mourning, bro. Like the whole community, like. LA Live, like the Staples Centers went down there, like they had the flowers, like the people showed up. Like if you check my Instagram out, someone anti, you'll see all like Kobe pictures, a bunch of Kobe pictures from that time. But yeah,
like I know it had to be a dark time. Like it kind of took me back to, and even I don't think that may have been as big because of social media and all of that type of things. Like with social media, people really realize they can travel, so people travel a lot more now than back then, in my opinion. But when Big passed away in New York, it was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy when Big passed away. Like the way Brooklyn showed up, and like that was crazy.
I never had that experience, right? Because I was a younger when Tupac and Biggie died, and Tupac been one of my favorite rappers for years. But years before he became mainstream, I was a Nip Hussle fan, like right. So when he died, bro, like tears came out my eyes. Like I ended up that happened to be around the time I was living in California, so I ended up had the opportunity to go to his funerals at the Staples Center, seeing him passing. That hurt, bro. When I tell you hurt, like the whole city, like the city came out and showed love, bro. I mean, like parades, like the whole nine. Like it was same thing that did with Kobe, but love, bro.
Yeah.
Like love.
Yeah, like for me, it's funny. Like I didn't even know Nip was a rapper.
Yeah.
Right. Me just being a DVD guy, being a YouTube guy, back like I said, DVD before the YouTube, but just being a DVD guy and then into the YouTube like underground stuff. I had just seen a plethora of his interviews.
All gems.
All gems. And that was always the thing. It was like, yo, the light-skinned dude, that every time they put a camera on him, start talking that chains and car shit, he start schooling them on property, and like he start talking that shit. And I don't even know if I knew his name for a long time. I just knew when I seen him, he was talking that shit that we needed to hear more as a community. He was showing, he was pinpointing in us misplacing where we put value.
That part.
You know what I mean? Right. So that was dope to me. And then later I found out he was a rapper, and then he passed away. So I was always kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into his music now because he passed on some.
Do you listen to his music now?
No.
Nice, that should have changed.
I do have. So listen. I'm saying no because I'm an honest person.
Yeah.
Now, are there a few Nipsey joints in my playlist? Yeah. But I can't sit here and lie like, nah, I sat down and really tapped into his albums and all the stuff. No.
Victory is not just the number one. I'm just gonna tell you.
I do have a couple of Nipsey songs because that's what I do. For everybody, even the artists that I adore. Like you put an album out. Oh, Banks has dropped the album. Queens get the money. Give me Dead Roses. Give me like, you know what I mean. I'm taking like 2 or 3 tracks, putting in my playlist that's my theme music. That's what I ride my bike around to. That's what I walk around to. That's what I'm listening to. Always got my speaker with me. But I do have, like I said, about 3 Nipsey tracks, but I can't say like I really listen. I didn't really. But I felt like. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like it ain't that I doubt that at all. It's just that I felt like I was late to the party and I don't want to jump on now because he passed. I did the same thing with podcasting. My little brother, who shout out to him, he was just here with me last weekend for the first time. He came up here and chill with me. He's been up here before, but not for me. He told me to start podcasting 13 years ago. He wants to listen to me. Podcast, now get out of here. And then it got popular. And now, then it started being, more people start saying it. It became redundant. Like, yo, you should podcast. Yo, you ever thought about podcasting? Yo, you should podcast. Me and my man was sitting at the JK one day. We just sitting in the stands talking to each other. And, yo, maybe 2 hours in, they turned around like, yo, y'all two need a show. Y'all funny as hell up there. Like, so it just became redundant, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm late to the party. My brother Ben told me I should have did it.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm late to the party. I'm not gonna jump on now. And that's the other thing, because I'm respectfully somewhat anti. I'm such a contrarian. Like, if the whole world say, yo, this the best show out, I'm never watching.
Same.
I still ain't finished watching The Last Dance. Because the whole world was talking about, oh, this is the best thing ever.
I feel like all the Power spin-offs, I ain't watched none of them shits, bro.
I watched the first season of Power until I seen the episode where the Spanish dude that they was all scared of was in the pool getting head from a dude. That was my last episode of Power. And it's not that I have anything against the letter gang and the LGBTQ community. It wasn't that. It was just that it had started getting put in every show. It almost became like part of the recipe or the criteria for a hit show on TV. Like, you gotta have some interracial relationship. You gotta have some homosexual relationship. Like it became real repetitive. And at that time, I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna watch Power, because Power seemed like the only show that don't got that. That, like, all right, they got some little interracial, because before, at that time, it wasn't Tommy with no black chick yet. It wasn't Tommy and Lala. At that time, the closest you got was, the black dude, like the Spanish chick. That was the interracial. Like, it wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was kind of watching that. Also, I'm from Queens. Queens with the money. The first season, a friend of mine, Snap, had told me before it even came out, like, nah, I've been, he was actually working on the set. I don't know exactly what he was doing, but he was working on the set of Power the first season. He came to tell me, nah, like, yo, one of the, like, the dude at that time, we didn't even know his name, Amari. We like, nah, homeboy from Gridiron Gang and the chick from 3LW. Like, this is how he described Power to me.
Yeah.
And there's 50 Cent behind it, you know what I mean? And I'm on this, okay, so when I seen it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch it. And then that scene kind of ran me away from it, because it was like, oh, okay, now they're gonna get to whatever. And then, like you said, then eventually the interracial relations, like, they start going right into the criteria for every show to be on TV.
It's exposure, bro, because a lot of people are becoming more comfortable just expressing themselves.
No, and I'm, like I said, I'm cool with it. I don't want to see every show be the same. Like, give me something different. I want something different sometimes. Like, cool, have that show. Have a few of them, but have something different. Give me another option. I hate when I feel like I don't got no option. Like, could you imagine if the only thing we could ever eat for dinner was chicken? No, you gotta have chicken. No, we don't have no beef. We don't have no lamb. We don't have nothing else.
I think my mom
chicken.
had chicken with every meal, bro.
You start to get tired of chicken.
Nah, I love chicken, but like,
I love chicken. And chicken is an amazing meat because there's so many different things you can do to it. But I still want a hamburger once in a while. Still want, like, you know what I'm saying? I still want some lamb chops once in a blue. So it's like, that's how I felt about the show. So again, like I said, it wasn't because of the homosexuality. It was because it was like, this show too, that show too, damn, the cartoon, damn, I can't watch nothing. Like, and it got it's the same exact recipe for every single show, and it got crazy for me. So with the photography, with the videography, with the sound production, tell me some of the biggest events or things that you feel like you've been a part of, or been in attendance to, or worked at, or
it's all been just amazing for me. But I got a Netflix project that I worked on. Did sound for coming out in February, around that time. Me and Snoop Dogg. I just was on the field at a celebrity softball game a couple weeks ago. Yeah, for this past All-Star weekend. Met Lil Wayne. A few people that I worked on for the documentary. It's a sports documentary.
Okay.
I keep saying documentary. Met them near some NFL players, just chopping it up with them. And I got that, bro, just hustling. That's what you have to do, like hustle, putting it out there. I sent about like 20 to 50 emails a day, bro, just trying to connect with people down the line. Like, yo, this is who I am, this is what I do. How can I assist? How can I help? Like, if they don't, I'm trying to find the budgets because I'm trying to I'm full time. I got full time direct, NDP, do sound, got production company, some good production. So I'm just trying to make it happen. Red carpet events. Did a few feature films. Camera operator, just my first feature film this year.
Okay. Nah, that's fire, bro.
For me, bro, I think the most spectacular thing and amazing thing is just the experience, bro. Like, I'm waking up and living my dream every single day.
That's fire.
Like, every single day. That's the best thing for me. Especially being in Hollywood, just California, waking up, seeing Palm. Bro, it's sunny almost every fucking day. Like,
it never rains.
It never rains in Southern California. If it rains, it's probably for a couple days type shit. But like, if it's gonna be cloudy, it's gonna be in the wintertime, or it's cloudy in the morning. Then the sun just pop out, bro. Like bro, it does get cold though. You don't have your seasons, because once that sun go down, it'll be cold as shit. But other than that, bro, it's all just been amazing for me.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire. So I had cut you off earlier. I don't know if I ever let you finish talking about basketball.
Yeah.
Getting back into the game.
Yeah, getting back into the game. I'll be up here at LA Fitness. I'm going to take this off season because the season about to be over. The summer season of all the leagues and tournaments and stuff. Yeah. But I'm 31, bro, so I'm going to try to put in some more work this off season. Maybe hop in a Drew League or something. Like, I miss
That's what I was going to ask you. So we're going to see an appearance in the Drew League.
I missed Brown when he just pulled up to the Drew League. I would have been there. Like, I would have slept outside if I would have knew Brown was going to be at the Drew League. Really shit. Like,
I'm sure they didn't want everybody to know. They probably,
True.
But nah, listen, that was crazy.
True.
I actually, not that it's Braun, because we already talked about how we feel about Braun, but like, I'm a big fan, and I've been in attendance a few times to the East Coast version of the Drew League, which is Nike Pro City.
Okay, yeah.
Which is now down at Hostos College. I did go down. I want to say the only pro that was playing was a young kid that he originally on Utah. He's going to be on the Bulls this year, and it was Isaiah Whitehead, who was a former NBA player for the Nets. 2 weeks later, you get OB, Julius Randle, and Brunson. The whole 3 out of the 5 Knicks starting 5 showed up at Nike Pro City to play. They lost though.
Bro, I'd be surprised, bro. And I know it's not even surprising being from New York, bro, because we just got so much great players and niggas gonna show up, gonna bring their game and not their name, man. You get what I'm saying?
But
like,
them dudes just lost out in the Drew League. Some pros just lost in the Drew League.
Niggas lose all the time. Like
New York, in certain cities. And that's not to down no other cities, because I understand we at a point now where we get great players from everywhere. But New York City, Chicago, like that PG County area, you know what I mean, DMV, like you said, Cali, like we have places where in the city especially, we have these guys who are amazing at the game of basketball, but never got a chance at the pro level because of other things, because of extracurricular activity, because the grades wasn't right, because of other things. It was never because they couldn't play that game. Their ability, and it's almost like, you got to think about this, right? We appreciate that in other avenues, especially avenues that we don't dominate as colored people, right? If you had a kid who was 17 years old or 16 years old and his grades was horrible, he couldn't focus in school ain't his thing, but you put a canvas in front of him and he could paint a masterpiece, like you would say, nah, like he's a painting savant. I don't give a fuck if he don't know the quadratic equation. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if he can't comprehend this. I don't care if he can't reiterate with some history with Christopher Columbus landed. I don't care if he can't. He's a painting savant. There are basketball savants that didn't get an opportunity because you didn't know the quadratic equation.
it's a lot of stories. Cause how I feel about sometimes it be niggas into, bro. Like, cause especially from my experience, bro, I wasn't even the school parts. It's about who you know, bro. Like niggas could slide you through the doors if you fail in class, you fail in all your classes that whisper in the teacher ear. Your guidance counselor get you them grades, get you a college. Have somebody else take your SAT scores. I witnessed that shit myself.
I've
you know what I'm saying? So not everybody can get these opportunities and things like that. But
I've seen it go the other way too.
True.
I talk to some of these young athletes now that's kind of leaving high school and about to go to college and stuff, and I talk to them like, "Are you ready?" "Yeah, I'm ready. I've been playing ball." No. Basketball will be the least of your worries when you get to college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, first you need to talk to all your teammates and hope that they're honest with you and let them know what classes you got to take this first semester, and ask them what the best professors are. Find out who the professors that don't even like athletes and feel like athletes are overprivileged, because they're gonna make your semester hard as hell just cause.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
That stuff matters.
Yep.
Are you ready for walking into a classroom and a professor hands you a syllabus and then don't tell you another due date for the rest of the semester because it's all in the syllabus? You're going to walk in that classroom and see everybody else turn into assignment. You're going to be scratching your head.
Damn, what was this dude? All so my question, like, does that happen to... It's guidance, too. Like, people not exposed to this information.
Facts.
Information, people just sharing that. So we're, like, traveling has got me... Man, living in California, bro. I've been fortunate to meet genuine people that when you talking to them, they give you information. Because a lot of people just like, nah, I'll tell you the wrong thing. Slide you this way. You got to get to point B. They tell you to go to A and a half, go to C first, just to before they even tell you to get to B type shit. Like,
yo, I'm laughing because I used to be that person. Not on nothing serious.
Yeah.
But don't pull up on the block. Like, as a little kid, we on the block playing football and stuff like that in the middle of the street. Don't pull up and ask me for the direction.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely going to see you
the wrong way.
Oh, absolutely going to see you the wrong way. No, don't ask me for the direction.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't get paid to do that question.
Yeah. When he petty. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, don't ask me no questions.
And a lot of times that should be in books. From a lot of black people, just the black community don't even. The answers are in the books.
Yeah, but we grew up in the like. Sometimes we try to act like we don't understand why, as a people, we are the way we are. And I mean, I don't know what the origin of it is, but we definitely grew up in a culture. Like by the time it got to me and to you, we lived in a culture where it wasn't cool to be smart.
Yeah.
It wasn't cool to know the answer. Now you're a brown noser, you're a teacher's pet, you're a nerd. Like, it was a defined line between athletes and nerds and jocks and like, you feel what I'm saying? So it wasn't cool to know the answer. It wasn't cool to be smart. Like,
but now that the information
so you
is there,
pretend that you're not.
So now I was just telling my daughter, now that the information is there, bro, we have to actively seek it. Because you can be... These kids are stuck in their phones, bro. I had to tell my daughter and friends to get out your phone. Let's play some games. Let's go here, do this. And they still just attached to this phone. And it's kind of like, yo.
And they just kids, they're adults.
But that, like you said, our phones make us dumber though,
yo,
right?
My wife went all the way downstairs to get a plate for her sub and came back upstairs with no plate and was texting. She's like, all right, let me get a plate. That phone.
Distraction. So we're like, now the information is there. Because I just lost my train of thought. Because the information is there for us to... No, you good, bro. Because if you stop using that at a younger age and don't build the habit of wanting to learn, you don't even got to like to learn, just wanting to learn. Find something that you're interested in and learn that. Stick to that. Learn all about it. Because school is just going to teach you the basics of what they think you should know. Because we're in the system. That's what the origin, bro. Since slavery and probably before that in Africa. Because that's another place I want to go. Where... Black people, like, we're so powerful, bro. The white man and all the others are just trying to oppress that. Don't want to higher education. Don't want to give us that from generations and all that. Like, so we're like now all we have from me growing up is it's expanded from basketball, rap, and drugs, pretty much.
Wouldn't you suppress us if you was white?
Because I do everything better. I'm strong.
Yo, the only reason this is just gonna go, I guess, towards your Matrix wormhole. But in my opinion, the only reason we're not seeing like genetically created super beings is because they can't figure out how to create them beings and it not be black. Because to create any anomalies like super anomalies in the genetics, you need us.
Of course.
If you want the fastest runner, like if you trying to create, like if you trying to create a super soldier, you need us. You want the fastest runner, the highest jumper, the most dynamic thinker, like you need us. But you can't use our genetics and it still come out white. That's the only reason we're not seeing superhuman like soldiers, exo squad type shit.
Well, our brains though, because for years, for me growing up, they only made it seem like our physical is.
No, you see, I said dynamic thinker. I threw dynamic thinker
because it's black people that's behind most of these inventions.
Oh no! I definitely threw dynamic thinker right on in there. No, 100% right.
It's crazy, bro. So even now though, like changing the dynamic of as we get older, like and shifting just the violence. Something I see in LA, bro. Because when everybody hear me, I don't take my hat off. Like my Yankee, I wear everywhere in LA. But it's gang infested, especially people from New York. Like, you wear, like, do this, no Bloods and Crips and shit. It's still active. It's still going on. But I feel like, just like in New York City was wild. Like, niggas is running down on you, all sorts. Like, crazy. But it's not. I feel like it's just a shift in the culture. Niggas trying to step away from that violence and become valuable. Get what I'm saying? Add something to the table outside of just, I could kill this nigga if he step in my shoes. I can kill this nigga because he wearing the wrong color. Nah, niggas is coming together. And I honestly think, like, that's why I love Nipsey so much, bro. Because coming from a hood that I came from, bro, it was more than I can just rap. It's now I could buy a store. I can sell t-shirts. I can give back to my community in better ways than just words that I write on the paper and put on a record. You know what I'm saying? Open up a store. Bro, that store is literally in the corner of Crenshaw and Slauson, bro. Like, everybody loves it. Like, it's just seeing that for me, bro, it was like, damn, this nigga really just opened up a plaza, yeah, bro. Like yeah, man, like,
nah, that was fun.
It's a lot more out here that we can achieve if we just, again, put our mind to it and just stick to it.
No, I agree. And like you said, and work together sometimes. Like,
that part.
Everything ain't a competition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not.
Sometimes you gotta, and don't cheat the process.
I'm glad you just said that. Since I was younger, my dad been telling me that shit, and over the years, it's been sticking. Like, it was really a process, and that's why I'm telling you that routine. Like, it's a process.
No, it's fine that you said that. Like you said, that routine, and sticking to a regimen, and kind of try to do the same thing no matter where you at. Like, if you get up in the morning and you work out, or you get up in the morning and you have a cup of tea, do that consistently.
Don't look for instant gratification too.
No, but that's what I meant about the process. Like, people want to skip the process and get right to the end goal. Yeah. That's why you get people with, I'm gonna sell towels with people's name on it, and I'm gonna sell them for $700 because I seen Gucci do it. What did you do to establish the rapport that Gucci has?
Yeah. The quality that Gucci has
from over the years and years. Like, tell me. Like, even like when you talk about like we in the culture, we want to sell a t-shirt. Cool. All right. Like you being productive.
Yeah.
What popular clothing line that we wear started from a t-shirt? I'll wait.
This is the crazy thing, right? Because this is, Ice, hear me, right? Follow me. I can't name it off the top of my head, but they started somewhere, and I'm sure before they even launched, niggas' quality was top-notch, matching their competition or the market they're trying to sell to. Nowadays, people just, all right, I'm going to compare myself to Gucci, give myself their prices. They got Raul's t-shirts, throwing pictures on them, throwing stamps on them and shit like that. Like, I fuck with, I haven't purchased none yet, but Mark, I need a culture. Some
I got some culture hats.
Like some culture, like he's doing this thing with those.
I actually like his, like, I had him sitting here and we had a conversation. I actually like his embroidery with the culture logo more than I like the picture thing. The picture thing is kind of redundant. A lot of people do, a lot of companies do that. But his actual culture thing, I actually got a couple of the little fisherman caps with the culture thing on it. I think those are fire. Those are really fire. Now, and all his stuff, like even the t-shirts that I'm saying, he got the prints on. He went and really did his research. He found some good t-shirts. I respect it. But again, who clothing line started from a t-shirt? A t-shirt is a promotional tool to promote the rest of your line. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when Levi put a t-shirt out, it's to make us walk in billboards with Levi across our chest so that it turns your mind on to the rest of their catalog.
Yeah, facts.
Nobody was the t-shirt like, this is what we got t-shirts.
I'm going to compare that to film, right? When I say people started somewhere, like I'm sure it's Spike Lee, Spielberg, Tarantino, like they just started with a camera and just started shooting short films, started shooting skits or some shit like that. Now they shoot making the best features in the world. So we're like, it's just finishing, bro. Like if they, because I'm sure if somebody who's really passionate about fashion and designing, because it's the difference between that passion and just doing it for a buck.
For a
like,
buck, fact.
So bro, that's why I don't like niggas that just chase it for a buck. But if my man's come to me like, yo, I got this T-shirt, and it's thought behind it, the process, I'm gonna support that. I'm gonna get that no matter how much it costs because I see it's something that has potential, something that can grow, and that's a good one. Who started from a T-shirt? Like I don't know, but these niggas started somewhere though.
Yes, they absolutely started somewhere. But you starting like you gotta think in the fashion world, like what's like you're starting with something that you can put on a runway.
Yeah.
Like, let's think about what we're talking about real designers. Like you're trying to put together something that you can put on a runway and present.
That's why I got to pick through the hay, find that needle, because a lot of them is just doing it for the buck, just to hustle because they see other people doing it, trying to get it popular. A lot of in Albany, people just do certain things to become popular, to get more girls, to have the more followers and likes and shit like that.
Some people do stuff because they popular. Like, oh man, people know me. I'm gonna sell weed, or I'm gonna sell these these nutcrackers because everybody know me, so they're gonna get my nutcrackers. Yeah. Now here's the problem. Here's my problem with that, right? If we say the community is a house, right? That makes us brothers, right? If you got $20 in your pocket and I got $20 in my pocket, what do we have?
40.
We got $40. All right. If I take $10 out of my pocket and give it to you, what do we have? 40. So if all your products, everything you design, if everything you come up with to get money is designed to get into your brother's pocket, how is that growth?
Yeah.
Y'all just exchanging the same $40.
Yeah.
Until we come up with stuff, until we come up with products, until we come up with things that the others like and figure out how to get into the others' pocket and bring that money back into the house, we just shuffling the same $40.
Yeah. Facts. But sometimes that can be, because I hear you and I'm totally with that, but sometimes that could be a good and bad thing. But the good part is like it's spreading wealth in the community, my nigga. Like on a certain
it's maintaining.
It's maintaining,
but it's not growing the wealth.
Not growing, yes.
It's not growing. It's maintaining, and I'm all with, let's keep our money within ourselves. But how do we grow that pot?
Putting that same 20 and 20. Now let's get a better quality shirt, better quality prints. Let's even.
But that's not. But that's us coming together.
We have to come together.
That ain't me. That ain't me buying your T-shirt for $10. If I bought your T-shirt for $10, okay, I put my $10 in your pocket. Now I'm down to like, you know what I mean?
Them credits on that TV screen when y'all see them in the movie,
I pay attention to them.
Like
I pay attention to
each
them.
person have a piece, or whether they see maybe small or hanging a light up, fixing a curtain, making
all of it count.
All of it counts.
I know that from doing photography by myself and not having a team and thinking that I had everything on point, and now when I go to edit, I'm like, damn, I gotta fix this over here on the wall. I didn't even realize the curtain had moved. Damn, my hair got like that. I gotta try to erase some hair file. But if I had a team, hold, they'd brush that down. Yo, let's fix this. Like, but when you doing it all by yourself and you think you got all your angles covered, and you sit back and looking at them pictures, like, damn, why ain't do this? Yeah, my tag was out. My tag was out on the broad the whole time. Like, not having a team make it hard.
How does that grow, man? Like, just having, because if it's my man's, then I expect us to like do something. Not even expect, but if that's another thing, people have high expectations with little like work ethic, a proper plan, a proper proposal, a proper pitch. First of all, you get what I'm saying? So we're like, it has to be all put together.
It has
like, to be.
Like you said, like people are running a business with no real business savvy. Like you ain't never, your teacher ain't never even leave you in charge of the class.
Not me.
Like, yo, hold on, I'll be right back.
I'm turning this shit up. Like, oh yeah, y'all good until she come back. Like, I don't care what. Like,
right, but that means from early in your life, somebody didn't see boss in you. Yeah. Now that's not a bad thing. Yeah. We got to this mentality where it's like boss or nothing. But let's be clear, bosses is cool when it sounds great, but that's not really what make the world go round.
Role play.
When we seen who the fuck was essential, it wasn't no whole bunch of bosses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was workers that was essential. It was workers that we need to make this shit go round. It's truck drivers. If the truck drivers stop driving right now, we all fucked up. You won't get no clothes, food, medicine, nothing.
If nurses and doctors
say it's over. If the firefighters say we're done. Like, we can talk all the shit we want, but if police say, yeah, it's over, this shit get real rough.
I've thought about that recently, and I honestly don't know.
I know.
Because it's rough now, right?
Listen.
Somebody said
it may find a balance eventually. But it's anarchy in the beginning.
But it's anarchy now, though. Police is only there to keep that shit in certain communities.
You say it's anarchy, but I seen a real difference.
Yeah.
Now, is there acts of anarchy amongst the nation? Yeah. But when them George Floyd riots hit, and mobs was going down Central Ave, just kicking in any window they want to, taking whatever they want to, and there wasn't enough police to do nothing.
I just was witnessed that shit in LA.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This
look.
accident happened. But imagine if that was every day. Imagine if every day, we like that house. We just running in that house, tell that family to get the fuck out, and now that's our house. Like, because what happened really, right? There was a time in life where you couldn't have something if you couldn't protect it.
Yeah, facts.
And people got to a point where now I got so much money that I could hire protection, right? So really, police is hiring protection for the land, for the politicians, for the people who have too much to guard it themselves.
This land was built on blood.
Yeah.
I just read over here.
So you take away the police. What's to stop me? Like, yeah, I like my house, but I like the one next door too. It's an old lady living in it. If I go tell her get the fuck out.
She gotta get up.
She gotta get the fuck out because she can't stop me.
Don't take away the police because I'm.
So that's what I'm saying. So I understand what you're saying. Yeah. We do see acts of anarchy, but you all the way subtract them and that penalty that comes with them coming to get you. I got 4 houses on this block.
I got 4 guns too, some big shit too. My nigga, like I don't.
But I know it's 4 houses on this block that don't got the guns that I got. So that also gives me 4. I got 4 houses on this block. At least 4. You understand what I'm saying? But let's be clear, we came from that. We came from a time where if you was disformed, they throwing you up the side of the mountain. We not even. It's not, and that's what hinders us as a culture, as a community, a lot. We have this mentality that everybody got to go to the mountaintop, so we got to carry and drag everybody.
Not that part. Just the strongest survive.
We really not that. Because
black people?
No.
We do
so much
to
pull and carry
as
the
far black people know how to survive, period. But just like the strongest survive in life, I only know 2 follow me. I only know 2 generations of my family, bro. And a lot of that came from just generational curse and not just trying to enough effort to break that. Like we've all learned to survive well. Right? So we're like the strongest survive is now with my generation trying to break that curse and leave houses and leave. That's what I meant by the strongest survive and things like that. Because over time, our legacy is what matters. I want my name and my family to be comfortable here on this earth, bro. Like, time has been around for so long. There's and how we're gonna survive. Being smarter, being protected, being how to know how to go to war, strategize shit, organize shit, how to maintain a house, how to maintain kids, our home, all etc. etc.
No, you're right.
So that's what I mean. Like even in the hood, like the strongest survive. Like even in white America, white college shit, the strongest survive. Because it's white poor people too. It's white poor Mexicans and all this whole other shit. Like the government just the most strongest. The police is just the most strongest. They could, so it's like
I feel like they shift the. Like for example, right? Basketball. Yeah. Let's use basketball. There was a time when, as an inner city kid playing basketball, when you go play against the Waterfords or the Bethlehems, or when you go to play against those guys, we had an intimidation factor that was with us. That just off of that, just off of we could kind of get into their head and back them down a little bit.
Facts.
And then what happened? The powers that be. The referees started changing that. They let them get away with stuff we can't. They call it ticky-tack fouls on us, but let them hammer us. And they take away our power. And now, them schools ain't scared to play us no more. In 2022, them schools ain't scared of us. Shenandoah ain't scared of no green tech. They coming and they fouling and they playing hard, but we can't. They get in our face and talking and clapping our face, but we do as a tech. Oh, okay.
Because with that, right? With that, what you just said, that's that same situation. I never was the talker, trash talker. Now that shit gonna hype me up, like so. Where I hear that fear, but now it's just like a lot of these kids is fucking soft, bro.
No, most of these kids are soft.
A lot of these kids is soft, right? So we're like, even fuck it, because you just said the ref situation. So we're like, man, fuck them refs, my nigga. They're not better than me, bro. They're not better than us. There's no way they're gonna be in it now. So now, because I know I've plenty of times I played down to my competition. I gave into the refs and let them fuck in my head.
What I'm saying is, there were times when, even in the past, they were better than us. Not necessarily more athletic than us, but as a team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. It's a
like
team
fundamentally,
game. It's a team game.
Consistency, camaraderie. They was better than us because we still trying to one-on-one and hot dog and all of that.
Now that's all
it's
mental
all mental
shit.
stuff.
That's all mental shit.
But because we still punch you in the face, we can intimidate them out the game sometimes, even when they might have been talentedly better than us in that small aspect. And I feel like I said, that's what happens in the world. Dudes who aren't tougher than you, dudes who can't beat you, dudes that can't keep you off their property, they can call the cops.
They outsmart you.
No, but they can call the cops. I don't gotta outsmart you. You could be smarter than me,
that's
stronger
outsmarting
than me,
you, because if
better
you
than
having
me.
Just a situation where if I could call the cops first, I don't, because I know that's gonna be snitching. I'd rather put my hands on you. So now in a situation where that's mental, and then where it comes back to, so where I can call the cops and he can, whether he come here and help me first or just help, he probably choose you, but that's down the line. I can pick up that phone first and call the cops. But in our community, that's shunned upon. That's all mental. It shouldn't be, but that's shunned upon. But that's.
I feel like it should be and shouldn't be. I feel like it should be if you are into criminal activity. Yeah. But if you are a regular civilian, you have every right to you pick up the work 9 to 5. You paying taxes to be able to call that number, man. Like,
you feel me? Like, that's just
it's a mentality. Yeah. But they know that and they prey on it. Yeah. No, it's like
true.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's things in place to shift the everyday power that really exists. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you can absolutely be stronger, smarter, better than the next person, but because other things that's in place, they can hold their position. And there's a position that there was a time when you would be able to take that. There was a time when it's really like, if this is your king,
we could take that shit now. I hear you, and I'm
if we were ever together. But that's why I was saying before, like, for an abundance of reasons, not just because we're better than them, not just because we're stronger than them, not just because we're smarter than them. There's an abundance of reason why people are afraid of us. Just reproducing, we are slowly killing them off. Because anything you mix with us becomes us. It doesn't become them.
Yeah, facts. That's why I think they passed these new laws and shit like that.
All of it. Because just that alone is slowly killing them off. They're seeing their numbers dwindle. Like, you look through the NBA now, you see every team got at least... every team got at least 4 nougat-looking dudes on it. The Klay Thompsons and the Steph Currys and the... You know what I mean? The Blake Griffins, who you gotta really squint to see. Like, I see them curls in that head, man.
That's facts. That's facts. Because that's a deeper down my rabbit hole.
And that scares them. And it should. You seeing that not only are we stronger, our genetics are stronger than yours. That's why I said they can't make no superhuman or make no super soldier without our DNA, but it's gonna come out black, I assure you. It's gonna come out tainted or tinted.
True. I think the more we put action behind our thoughts, bro, the more powerful we become. Like, legit. In any field, any situation, like, because even in the streets known, like, the more you put action to being a bully or being that thug, that gangster, the more
he'll punch you in the face. They'll leave you alone.
Leave you alone. They'll fuck with you. They start giving you the hand.
I'm not the greatest fighter in the world, but I made it known that I'm willing to fight almost all the time, just because I like fighting. Like I said, I went to school on a wrestling scholarship. I like fighting.
Period.
We can go over there and play King of the Hill. Whoever get thrown down the hill 5 times is losing. What do you want to do? You don't gotta punch each other in the face. We probably gotta go to work the next day. But is it lack of respect? I know just how to get it back. Throw him down the hill. And even if you throw me down the hill and see me keep coming back up this shit, it established some mutual respect. Like, oh shit, like homeboy.
And that's all.
You throw a nigga down the hill 3 times, and all 3 times he coming back up for some more.
Respect is a good word that you just used, though, because that's where we're like that resilience in coming up and just having that heart it adds value because people respect that you put in the work to better your craft. People respect that you put in the work to better your mental or just better your position, especially where you come from.
Or your health.
Like, or your health, bro. Like, people respect that you taking positive care of it to do something with it. Because our mind is a terrible thing to waste. I know you heard that before.
Absolutely.
Terrible thing to waste. And we can do so much with it. Like, I don't know.
grew up with the egg in the pan where this is your brain on drugs.
I seen all that. Like, what? I love smoking, shrooms, experience. I've been through phases, bro, doing experimental drugs and shit like that, and all of them tapped in, helped me tap into the inner me, like my inner conscience and shit like that.
Let's stay right there. We talking about drugs. Let's stay right there. Two things. You in Cali. What's the weed like?
Bro. The shit out, let me just say this. The weed out here that they selling is low shelf in California.
Gotcha.
Low, like it's on the shelf. But like it's California shelf. When you go into dispensaries, most of them, like if there's some fire shit, they have glass cases, they got weed in little boxes that you can see the magnifying glass to see the stems on them shits and all that. Shit out here, they selling on the shelf. You can't see nothing. It's just in a wrapper on the wall. Yeah, this is what we got for you right here. Like,
gotcha.
All that. That's just leave it there. Gotcha. Cali got the best weed, bro.
Copy. I've heard that my whole life, so that's why I had to ask that. Question number 2. Since, again, we're going to stay right here with the drug thing, and you said you dabbled and tried different stuff. Ayahuasca?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
Never heard of it.
My brothers, my younger brother, he did it, and then he took our even younger brother to experience it. And I first heard of it on Mike Tyson, Hot Box on Tyson.
What is it called?
I believe it's pronounced ayahuasca. When Tyson talks about it, he calls it the toad.
Okay, I heard of the toad. Yeah, I know the toad.
So the toad is really like a more raw.
It's a psychedelic.
Yeah, but it's actually a raw version, and you kind of really to get that full experience, you have to go out the country.
Yeah.
But there are shamans and stuff in this country that do a softer version of it, and it's called ayahuasca.
Okay.
And it's from that same, but it's diluted, it's watered down some, so it doesn't have as strong of an effect. But it kind of supposed to, you said mentally, take you through your whole life, exposing it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of what you were talking about with your bald head, and how much power it gave you when it was like, everybody knows now. So it really gives me power because nobody has that power over me. Mm-hmm. So for some people, what it does is it almost feels like every secret, every closed closet door you have is exposed, and everybody around you knows it. Yeah. And for a second, you feel so vulnerable and so weak. You know, Tyson said he took it and he went from this is amazing to oh shit, I don't let these people kill me, taking these white people drugs. Like I wanted to stop, make it stop. Like he getting frustrated, but he really said like he's seen his whole life flash before his eyes, and now it's exposed, and now people don't have that power over you. Yeah, you know what I mean, ain't no secret. Nobody could tell nobody that. You know what I mean? Like oh, I tell such and such about the time when they hold the power over you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the time you robbed from mommy and she didn't see it, I tell her.
I tried something called DMT that gave me that kind of.
Is it similar? Nope, same thing. You're talking about the same stuff. You're talking about the same stuff. You're talking about the same stuff.
Yeah, DMT gave me that like.
Nope, same stuff.
It was that because a lot of when people say they have these drugs, they have bad trips. I probably had one bad trip in my life, bro, and where like I go in it to, for one, experimenting. Microdosing is kind of where you want to start off instead of going full-fledged into shit. You get what I'm saying? So we're like going into that preparing. Bro, I set up my room, my space, had the candles, had the calm playing in the background, just trying to take me someplace that I can really just dive in, bro. So taking that, man, like it was a roller coaster because you're seeing these things flash before your eyes. For me, it was just my vulnerabilities and things that I was afraid of, and instead of going towards the light of depression and panicking and shit like that, staying calm. Nah, I swim and got through shit, and it was really like a bright. Like nah, I'm more vulnerable. I'm more at ease. I feel weight lifted off my shoulder. I feel like I'm getting closer to the truth of why I'm here. Cause a lot of times I feel like I'm purposeful, bro. So we're like sometimes just thinking like, yo, what the fuck can I do with this though? How can I be? Who can I? Nah, that shit is being perfect. Going back to being perfect, bro. Thinking I needed to be perfect to be seen, to get attention, to etc. etc. Nah, that wasn't it. So trying DMT definitely lifted that weight off my shoulders. I fuck with shrooms as well. Shrooms heighten my senses, bro. Like when I say nigga, I can take off my glasses and see a little bit better, like a little bit better, hearing more shit, feeling more shit. That just it heightens your senses. Oh yeah, that's like a whole ritual.
Yeah,
like yeah, that's
but
a whole
if you
ritual.
scroll down, as you see.
DMT. Okay, got you.
So it's very similar.
That wasn't a ritual shit. My shit came out like a little.
No, but
you know the pins that you smoke.
Yeah,
it's like.
But like I'm saying, it's from that same drug.
You.
It comes from that same. Which and he said what it is a toad secretion. It's a poisonous toad. They squeeze it, secrete it onto a glass, let it dry, it turns into a powder. Scrape that, and now they cut that how they want to cut it, and eventually, you know what I mean. And there's different levels of that. But what you said, that DMT is definitely a level of that, but it's from that same.
It takes you places, bro.
Yep.
Takes you places,
bro.
Like
and like you said, they did the whole ritual where they did, and they kind of fellowshipped and talked, laid them out. And they said some people, not necessarily a bad trip, but trip hard. So some people got to be held down for certain parts of it.
Because it's not an outer body experience. A lot of times,
some people go to the bathroom on themselves.
You literally just because you float, bro. Like it's like it's an inner body experience. So a lot of times, what drug? I tried acid one time, but that was an outer body experience. Like you seeing shit on the wall melting and shit is more colorful, vibrant and shit like that. But no, with DMT, that shit was inner. Like my body just felt like light, bro. Like I just melted into the bed, my nigga. Like and my body, like, bro, I was literally swimming because I had shorty somebody with me, like, we took it together type shit, but one at a time, just in case something bad happened, you get what I'm saying? So when she was telling me, like, I was swimming and shit like that, I'm like, nah, I don't even remember that. I just know I was in that motherfucker moving, though, like, you know.
But see, so, like I said, they have the ceremonies because, say you wasn't swimming, say you was in there fighting, you would be, like, so they'll hold you down. Because it's a stronger dosage, so that, like, it almost make you stronger, because you're in that dream state. So, that's like, there's people in place to kind of hold you down in case you kind of... So, like, that's why it's a whole ceremony. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't do drugs, though. Don't do drugs. Kids, don't do drugs at home. Facts.
So, what you got on the table right now? What you working on, man?
Bro, I'm just working on film, bro. I'm just got done with a short film 2 weeks ago. I've been nominated in a film festival for Best Music Video. That was
check you out.
Trying, bro. I just trying to produce these ideas that I have. So just got a couple short films. I'm about to go into production when I get back home. That's it, bro. I hustle. I just told you I freelance. So with that, like I do everything from corporate music videos, narratives, skits. Still doing my photography, and sound. That's it.
No, that's fire.
Go back home, send out more emails, trying to get these gigs and book up my calendar. That's it, bro.
Yo, man, let the people know where they can find you at, how they can get in touch.
Somewhat Anti, www.somewhatanti.com, all social media platforms at Somewhat Anti. Swim Good Productions as well, man. Like,
yo, man, I super
really appreciate Nyce.
Man, I'm honored, man.
That's all love.